I love archaeology, and I definitely couldn't see myself doing any other subject. What I love about the subjects is that childhood sense of discovery and excitement. When you're excavating on a site and you discover something that's not been touched for thousands of years, there's nothing that compares to that. For example, I'm very interested in the relationship we have with pets, companion animals. And that, for example, if you go into the medieval period, if you had a cat, it was an object of devilry, of witchcraft. It was evil. Cats were useful for one thing, and that was their fur. And when we find them on archaeological sites, they're all skinned and butchered. But then you move through time, you move through into the 17th century, 18th century, and you can see in the archaeological record and in documentary sources how that changes and how that where our own attitudes towards animals has come from. It's quite a recent phenomenon. And so that's really exciting for me to look at different societies and the relationships they had with their animals in the past, and trying to understand those. And so for me, that's exciting, trying to understand those very different relationships that people had, and trying to tease out those relationships from very fragmentary bits of evidence. And it makes it fun, it's exciting, it's full of debate, it's full of contradiction, but it is very exciting. Archaeology is a fantastic degree to study at university, and I couldn't recommend it highly enough. It's a degree that will give you a huge range of both subject-specific and transferable skills. Archaeology is about taking evidence and maximising the amount of information that you can get out of evidence. It's not all about writing essays, it's about getting hands-on to materials, it's about studying bits of bone, studying pot, it's about studying stone tools and seeing what they tell us about people and their lives in the past. The University of Leicester and the School of Archaeology and Ancient History is one of the leading providers of archaeology in the country. One of the unique aspects of our archaeology degree programme is the way in which our department is both a department of archaeology and ancient history. So we have researchers working on both sides, using both types of evidence, both archaeological evidence and documentary sources. Many of our archaeologists use documentary sources, many of our ancient historians use archaeological evidence. And what makes us very unique is having those two together, and makes it very exciting synergy between those two subjects.